Good afternoon. Gorgeous. The sun is up in the sky now and it's going to be warm. That's the forecast for the rest of the week. Europe, boiling. Everybody's boiling. And there's been some fantastic growth with the rain we've had. Weeds included. No, grass. Constant. But I thought I've not been around for a little while. Though you've missed me or not, I'm busy trying to get back walking again, but I don't think it's going to work. I'm not the man we used to be. In fact, for a kind of shell of it, I think, nowadays. But, well, anyway, we've got to make the best of it. So, I've been trying it, but it's not going to... No, it's not going to be there. So, we've got to kind of alter, cut it to fit. But, we're still out and about. We're still doing... I'd like to say I've been doing a bit here, but I'm really not. Selling bits and pieces, trying to get rid of stuff that I'll never use again. Good stuff that I've kept all my working days. Even stuff my father had before me, and I've tended to hang on to everything. But I've been working my way through it, trying to sell it, and it's a voyage. It depends on the value. And as I always say, that the value of it is what somebody's prepared to pay you for it. In some cases that can be difficult, but marketplace, country, it's alright. Occasionally we do some stuff on eBay, but eBay is even worse in some ways, like, you know. But it's been alright. I'm getting through it bit by bit. Just take it a little bit at a time. But I was out a walk yesterday. Oh, that's what I was going to show you, the stick, yeah. I was out a walk yesterday and I got pick-up stops. I've not been round that bit for a while. And grizzly stops. Douglas. There's some keepers of the Swineburn shoot, which is part of Holton Estate, but the least shoot out. And it's not a big shoot, but it's alright. I used to be on it a lot of years ago when it was a good shoot. David Murray, who's probably more famous for owning Rangers at one time, rather than Murray International, a millionaire or whatever in his own right. A nice enough chap on the rare occasions that he attended the shoot, which was not very often. But it was just a jolly for football players and millionaires and associates, business things and all the rest of it. And it was alright. They looked after us extremely well. We were, at the time, we were the best looked after on all the shoots round about. And on good days, or bad days as you'd like to say, we didn't do many drives, and we got well fed. The food used to come through by car from Ibrox, from the club. And yeah, it was good. We were never late, and we were better paid than everybody else at the time, which was good. But so Douglas now looks after, I can't remember the chap that's got the shoot now. It's not the same as it's, but Grizzly I call him, like Grizzly Adams for the television programme way back. It's not as big as, but it's got the same wild and woolly appearance about him, and he's that. He was heading for the deer park and estate yesterday morning to shoot a fallow stag that I got hung up on. They do these events in the deer park at times and whatnot, and through the years we've lost quite a few beasts to stuff being left behind. Rope and bits and bobs and all the rest of it, like, well, seemingly I'd won a couple of weeks or so, and one of the stags must have got held up with a bit of rope somewhere and around its antlers, and obviously got hung up somewhere, and so it was in dire straits. So Douglas was away to shoot it. So he stopped me anyway. He said, I'd done a stick for him a while back there, and he jumps in the back of the jeep and pulls this out. What do you think of that? He says. What do you think of that? What is it? He says. I said, difficult to say, Douglas. I says, I really don't know. I says, where did you get it? Right. They didn't go around and telling me where he got it. But somebody's put a bit of work on it, cleaning them. It looks like a fruit wood of some kind. Apple, pear. It's got that look to it, that it looks fruity. It's certainly not totally seasoned. That's for sure. It's probably about halfway there, but he's wanting something done with it. But it's a bit heavy on for the stick side and that kind of thing. But I've got some good bits of antler left, so I'm going to sort out and just make it more a kind of staffy thing, and put a lanyard on it and dress it up and put a bit on the top from make it fancy. Don't know what he's going to do with it, but he's a great guy actually. But shouts at you. But yeah, so not me much. Gathering the odd bit of stick now and again, and handle and that. But yeah, the Swineburn shoot we used to thing with that. I remember on the rare occasions David would shoot. He had two artificial legs, and we had to stand with his back against he's a big jeep at the time, and we had to prop him up against it and whatnot, and we had to try and drive the birds a particular direction, and it was a difficult one depending on the weather and all the rest, but we would do our best to try and put as many birds over them as possible. And he did shoot the odd one. Brilliant bit too. He did take the odd bird now and again. But anyway, I remember this day in particular. We were finished the drive and we were walking through, and David was there, and I was with the keeper at the time, Jim, and he said to Jim, he says, "There are not many birds, Jim." And Jim turned around, quick as a flash, said to him, he says, "Well, David," he says, "if you'd stop counting them and start shooting them," he says, "it would be a better business altogether." And I was like, this would just give him a look like this. He would stop counting them and start shooting them. And it's all money, of course. This is the thing, like, it's big business nowadays. So that's it. So it was always he didn't really do it for the money or anything. I was doing it for the crack and the company, and just that was it. There was always a bit of drink involved in it too, of course. And yes, there was that at the end of it. You know, and sometimes you're in the middle of it. But so we'll do something for Douglas, and something else, like, you know. But there was one thing I was going to think of this. My son was working on an extension in Edinburgh, an old house in Edinburgh, built in the early part of the 20th century. And obviously he's put an extension on, but he dug up this. Oh, quite a bit of weight in it actually. It's a copper plate that's etched. Sorry. It was all bent and thing. We'd used it, believe it or not, as an earth in the ground. Nowadays they put copper stakes down and drive them down in, and copper dowels anyway, and drive them down into it. And back then, of course, they must have just put their hands on something. Looking for an earth, they must have just put their hands on something that was available. And this must have been in the back of something or other, and said, well, we should use that. So they got a turn on the end of it, turned it round, so when they dug it in, it wouldn't be able to pull it out, and they attached the earth wire to it. And but anyway, the son had a bit of copper off the job and whatnot, so he brought it home and was going to put it in beside it. He said, "But look at this." And he says, "What do you think of this?" Oh, I says, "Honey, never seen the likes of it." I think it may well have been a printing plate of some kind. First of all, when I looked at it, it did look a little bit Masonic, but I can't find any reference to anything like that at all anywhere. But there's four trees in different stages, or it's difficult to know. There's trees, bushes, vines, whatever it be, and they're all in slightly different from each other. But I've looked on the internet to try and find. I've looked all through a lot of copper etchings and whatnot and everything, but it's a solid But has it been hit with lightning? Or has it been the earth? I get a funny feeling that maybe it has actually, but I don't really know. When you try to polish it off there, whether it's a mixture of copper and something else, I really don't know what it is. But a little bit weight, maybe too much weight for copper, but anyway, it was of interest, so I'm going to try and straighten it out a bit more at some point and maybe run an A4, maybe some ink on it, and try and get it as straight as level as possible and see what it prints up like. It's obviously damaged, but yeah, it's got to be of interest, so I says, well, either there and we'll do that. So I've been chewing about any bloody thing bar come in here and make sticks. But on a day like this, I'm going to tidy up things again. I'll create one for it, and then I just bring more stuff in, but we'll try our best. But I think that's about it for now. As I say, work on that, do a bit of work to that. The other ones I have been varnishing some and getting them sorted out, but same again. Kids distracted with something else, and away I go, like, you know. And my thistle I've been working on we're going to redo the thistle end of it at some point, completely change the look of it. It's a kind of sculpture type thing, but I'm going to change that a little bit. And so I've been working on that and all, but a couple of hours at a time, that's it. Right. Anyway, we shall leave you to it and get back. We'll actually get back to you when I've done a little bit on this, and I'll see how it does work out. I'm interested myself to see, but I think that's probably the thing to do with it. It's heavy. It's heavy enough a stick to put that bit of antler on, and as I say, checked it there, and I'll make something for the top of it for the thumb, and yeah, it'll work out all right. It'll work fine. Shape-wise, we don't know. Anyway, we'll leave you to it. Oh, I see somebody coming. We shall catch you again. Cheers.